Hello again, everyone. This week I kind of want to go on the topic of competition. I am not a competitive person by nature, and never have been. Lots of times people come up to me and be like, "Yo, I'm better than you at this," and I'll be like, "Cool story." That has kind of two meanings to it. For one, it's good because I never worry about being better than somebody else. I guess in that sense, I'm confident enough in myself that I never feel like I need to prove that I'm better than somebody else. But on the negative side of the scale, I never feel like I have to prove that I'm better than anybody else. And that's kind of weird because it never really pushes me to be a better person or to say, hey, they can do this, why can't I? Maybe I could push myself a little bit harder. It has its flaws and it has its benefits. It's whatever, it's who I am. The reason I bring this up is because recently we had a Mario Kart tournament to go through. It was a GameStop employees only Mario Kart tournament. And my coworkers and I were like, yeah, we're going to win this when it happens. The problem with the tournament ended up that it wasn't based on who was best at the game. It was based on who had the most time to sit around and play it all day long. And fortunately, all of us have pretty much full-time jobs. So, in the end, as much as we tried, and believe me, after 50, I'd say, hours of playing Mario Kart, 4 hours every night, we eventually had to hand over the prize to a part-time employee just because we couldn't keep up with him, It's like we were at work and he'd be playing all day long, and, in the end it just became very, very frustrating, And I said several times during the whole thing, this is why I'm not a competitive person. It's just, it can be frustrating if you don't win, and maybe that's the whole point of competition, is to drive you a little bit farther, is to, I didn't win this time, but maybe next time if I keep going at it, I'll get there. But, for me, honestly, I'd say that I can live without that thrill. I'm perfectly happy just having fun. I'd much rather play the game of Mario Kart for the fun of it, to enjoy my time with friends and to enjoy the thrill of screwing somebody over or getting screwed over at the last second, just because it's enjoyable and it makes me laugh. But, when you play it like a job, where you play it to the point where you have to play it in order to keep getting better or to keep going or to be at that level that other people are at, I don't know, I think it loses something. To me, there are certain people out there that's what they live for, My roommate and I talk about it all the time about how Marvel vs. Capcom, we'd love to be better at the game, but we just don't have the time to be up to this level where these other people are at. And, that's the sacrifice we have to make. I'm not willing to sacrifice my job, my friends, or, my free time in order to be better at a game. It's just something that should be fun. It's something that should be enjoyable in my free time, not something I have to work for. So, I suppose I could be competitive on other levels. I should honestly try to push myself to be more competitive when it comes to health and fitness, or my artwork endeavors. Those are two areas I think I could probably use to be more competitive and then learn something from this Mario Kart tournament. But on the other hand, when it comes to games, what does it really matter? At the end of the day, it's a game, so you can take home a trophy saying, yeah, I won this. What's that really affect your life? I guess that's my stance on it. Everybody has different feelings and different opinions, so I'm sure somebody out there is going to argue with me on this fact and say that, being competitive is the most important thing in the world. But, it's my blog, so shut up. Alright, that's pretty much all I have this week. I'll try to come up with some other topic for next week. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.